The paper is still warm from the printer. Marcus slides it across the desk, taps the line with his pen. Just sign here. You do. Outside, under the dealership lights, the car sits like it's been waiting for you your whole life. Black, low, quiet engine, loud silence in your chest. You're 25. You have $4,200 in your checking account and a payment plan for the next 6 years. You don't think about the 6 years. You think about the drive home. Level 1, the drive home. It is a Tuesday night in April. The highway is empty. The dashboard glows blue. You take the long way home, past the gas station, past your old apartment, past nothing in particular, just to feel the car move under you. You call your dad. Frank picks up on the second ring. "You did what?" he says, and you can hear him setting his coffee mug down. You tell him the number. He goes quiet for a second, then says, "Well, enjoy it." You do. For a while, you really do. You park it outside your building at 11 p.m. and sit in the driver's seat for 4 extra minutes, engine off, just looking at the dashboard lights fade. Something in your chest settles that night. Not happiness exactly, certainty, like you finally arrived somewhere you were always supposed to be. The first payment isn't due for 30 days. A car is never a purchase. It is a preview of a feeling you haven't paid for yet. Level 2, the first bill. May 1st. The insurance quote comes in at $340 a month. You blink at the screen twice. Your old car cost $95. You call the agent, a woman named Denise, and ask if there's a mistake. There isn't. High-performance vehicle, single driver, under 30, she says, like she's reading a weather report. You say, okay. You pay it. Your coworker Danny drives a 2014 Corolla with a check engine light that's been on since February. He brings his lunch in a grocery bag. At the light outside the office, he pulls up next to you, whistles low. Nice, he says. You say thanks. You don't mention the insurance bill. That night, you open your bank app twice before bed, close them both times without doing anything. The car costs money before it costs money. The real price is never the sticker. Level 3, the maintenance light. You're 26 now, 11 months in. The check engine light comes on outside a Chevron on a Sunday morning. The mechanic, a guy named Ray with grease on his forearms, looks under the hood for 6 minutes and says the word sensor like it's nothing. It's $680. You pay it on the credit card because your checking account has $310 in it and rent is due Wednesday. Your friend Rachel texts you a picture that day, a key and a door. We closed. First house, a 3-bedroom in a suburb you've never been to. You type, "So happy for you," and mean it mostly. You look at the picture again after you send it. You don't tell her about the sensor. You don't tell anyone about the sensor. Nobody warns you that owning something can feel like being owned by it. Level 4, the comparison. Year 2, you're 27. Danny gets promoted. He drives the same Corolla to the new title, same check engine light, same grocery bag lunch. At his desk, there's a printout taped to his monitor, a house listing in Ohio, $210,000, 3-bed, 2-bath. He circled it in blue pen. You still get compliments on the car. A stranger at a red light mouths nice ride through his window. It used to fill something up in you. Now it just registers. Like weather. You do the math one night, the kind of math you've been avoiding. Payment, insurance, gas, the premium tires it needs, the parking garage downtown that charges extra for oversized vehicles. You write the number down on a napkin. You don't show anyone the napkin. You fold it in half and put it in your wallet instead of the trash. You're not sure why. The card was supposed to say something about you. Eventually, it just says how much you owe. Level 5, the wedding. You're 28. Priya says yes in the parking lot of the restaurant where you got engaged, and it's real and it's good. And 2 weeks later, you sit at the kitchen table with a spreadsheet neither of you wanted to build. Venue, photographer, her mother's list of 14 must-haves. The number at the bottom doesn't move no matter how many times you recalculate it.
Priya looks at the car payment line item for a long time. She doesn't say anything cruel. She just asks quietly, "Could we sell it?" You say you'll think about it. You don't sell it.
You lie awake that night doing the thing you always do now, running numbers in your head like a rosary. Somewhere in that spreadsheet is the difference between the wedding you wanted and the wedding you can afford, and it has a make and model.
Level 6, the trade-in. Year 4, you're 29. You walk into a different dealership, not Marcus's, a newer one across town, just to ask. The appraiser runs the VIN, taps at his keyboard, turns the screen toward you. The number is $9,000 less than what you still owe. You laugh, not because it's funny. You say you're just looking. You drive home the long way again, except this time you're not doing it for the feeling. You're doing it to avoid getting home and telling Priya the number. Danny, in the parking lot the next morning, mentions casually that he and his wife just put a down payment on the Ohio house, the one from the printout, 2 years later, still circled in blue pen in your memory. You realize the car isn't underwater. You are.
Level 7, the quiet year. You're 30, the lease on your apartment is up, and you and Priya move into something smaller to make the math work, a 1-bedroom above a dry cleaner that smells faintly of steam every evening at 6. The car still turns heads in the parking lot. It has stopped turning yours.
You drive it to work, drive it home, park it in a garage spot that costs you $140 a month, and some nights you forget it's there until you go looking for your keys. Frank calls on your birthday, asks if you're still happy with it. You say, yeah, it's a great car, and mean the words, but not the feeling behind them anymore. Priya doesn't bring it up again. She's stopped asking, which is somehow worse than the asking. 30 is not an age. It's a bill you finally read the fine print on. Level 8, the listing. You post it yourself this time. Take the photos at golden hour because you know how to make it look good. You've had 5 years of practice making it look good. Jordan, 25, shows up on a Saturday morning with his dad and a cashier's check and a look on his face you recognize immediately because it used to live on yours.
He asks if it's been well maintained. You say yes, and it's true. You hand him the keys in the driveway. He sits in it for 4 minutes with the engine off, just looking at the dashboard lights. You don't watch him drive away. You go back inside and make coffee. The debt doesn't disappear with the car. It just stops multiplying. Level 9, the first deposit. 6 weeks later, you open an account you've never had before. A boring one, the kind with no test drive and no dealership lights. You put $600 into it, the same $600 that used to be a payment. Then you close the laptop and don't check it again for a while, because for the first time in 5 years, there's nothing to check. Danny asks what you drive now. You tell him. He nods, doesn't say anything about it, and for once that feels like relief instead of comparison. Priya finds the old napkin in your wallet when she's doing laundry, the one with the number on it from year 2. She doesn't ask about it. She just leaves it on the counter, folded, like evidence from a case that's already closed. You start reading the account balance the way you used to read the dashboard. The paper is still warm from the printer, except this time it's a different kind of paper and a different kind of desk, and the number at the bottom is going up instead of down. You're 30. You have a 1-bedroom above a dry cleaner and a car nobody compliments at red lights. You think about Jordan, somewhere across town, sitting in the driveway with the engine off, feeling the thing you used to feel. You don't envy him, you just recognize him. Outside, it's quiet. No engine, no lights, just the number, climbing, slow and unremarkable, the way anything real actually grows.